I want to make a double strand beanie. So I found a very beautiful, from my point of view, very beautiful yarn. As far as I remember, this is YarnArt tweed. This yarn originally is pretty thin, so I want to be double stranded. So I will start with casting on 91 stitches, and that's how I'm gonna do it. I take my needles like this and I hold the yarn in my hand, so it's like lays on my thumb, and I hold it with my point finger, and I hold it between my point finger and middle finger, and other fingers holding both like this. So I insert my needles from the back like this, then I insert a yarn that holds on my thumb, and then I took this yarn one more time, thumb, point finger, thumb. That's the scheme that I remembered, and I think that would be easier for you. So thumb, point finger, thumb, thumb, point finger, thumb. So when I'm done, I am pulling the needle out. Very careful to not lose any stitches. It's gonna be hard. Like this. At this point, you should make sure that none of your stitches are twisted. It should look like this if they are not twisted. This kind of like knot should look inside the ring. Hold on my point finger our working yarn that leads to the ball. I take off one stitch from my left needle, and then I take off one stitch from my right needle, and in this point I should pull the loop from the left needle into the loop from the right needle. So now our circle is closed. I have this cutie leaf marker, so I put it on my needle. And what we're gonna do now, we're gonna knit all around the circle, one by one rib, and we need our head to be about 28 centimeters or 11 inches. Insert your needle from down to up, pull the yarn and take it off. Yarn over, from upside down, pull the yarn and take it off. This is our pattern that we're gonna knit all the way around. Let's continue. One front stitch, one back stitch, front, back. I'm not sure that it's originally called like that, or is anyone call it front stitch or back stitch. It's just how I am feel it more easy to remember. If I miss like any stitch, I just look at the pattern and like, oh okay, my last stitch was front stitch, so now I'm gonna do a back stitch. I hope it's okay for you and you understand what I mean. So when we are done with our row, we're not gonna take off a stitch marker, we are not going to close the row. It's just like a spiral, so we just knit and knit and knit until we have 28 centimeters or 11 stitches long. You may think that it's too long, but I want my head to be like folded. I like it this way. I think like folded heads are always looks better. So yeah, it's like about 8 centimeters for the fold, and it's gonna be just fine. So as you can see, I finished my first row, and when it comes to a stitch marker, I just do like this and continue my knitting. Here you can see already where you have a front stitch and where you have a back stitch, so it's easier to keep up with the pattern. Now I'm gonna continue my knitting. So front stitch, back stitch, front stitch, back stitch. If you're interested where these names came from, like front stitch and back stitch, it's mainly from my native language where we call it like that. And yeah, in English it calls much more like not logical for me, so I find it more like comfortable to memorize by my native language. So if you think the other way, it's up to you the way you call it. The main thing here is to keep up and don't lose your loops, because it's gonna be noticeable in this pattern if you make a mistake. So now let's keep up with the row, and we'll meet you when it will be 28 centimeters long.
So this is how our beanie is looking like. Let's measure it. It's 28 centimeters and 21. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna cut the yarn. And now I'm gonna recast all the loops on my needle and then tie all the loops together. When you are done with recasting, just tie it on your top and then sew everything together so there is no hole. Cut the yarn, making a knot. After that, I'm just making a double knot on the top and then just cutting off the edges, and it's not gonna fall apart because the yarn is very thin, so it makes a good knot. After that, I need to hide edges on the brim, and I'm gonna do it with a hook. I'm just pulling one thread into the loop, making a double knot again, and just cutting off the yarn. So this is the final look of our beanie. I like that it doesn't look like a large beanie like when you make it crochet, and it's very stretchy. It could fit a kid, a teen and an adult very easily. It took about like maybe 8 to 10 hours to make it. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you in next video. Bye.